Hello, welcome back to my English class. Words, words, words. How many words can you read? Articulations, articulatory phonetics, acoustic phonetics, auditory phonetics, psycholinguistics. What's that all about? Match the words with their definitions. Voila! Articulations. These are the movements of the tongue, lips, and other speech organs. Articulatory phonetics, area of phonetics that study the articulations of the speech organs. Acoustic phonetics, area of the phonetics that study the physical nature of the speech signals. Auditory phonetics, area of phonetics that study how the ear receives the speech signal. And finally, psycholinguistics, science that study the formulation of the speech message in the brain. Let's continue. In our view, phonetics should be a matter of practice as well as theory. We want you to produce sounds as well as read about them. Let's start by saying the English word mime. We are going to examine the sound at the beginning and end of the word. Activity 1. Say the English word mime several times. Mime, mime, mime. Use your mobile and look at your mouth as you pronounce the word. Now cut out the vowel sound and just say along Keep it going for 5 seconds or so. There's a lot to say about this single sound. First of all, it can be a short or a long sound. We can also see and feel that our lips are closed. Activity 2. Produce a long Now pinch your nose tightly, blocking the escape of air. What happens? The sound suddenly ceases, thus implying that when we say there must be an escape of air from our nose to produce this sound. Interesting, isn't it? Activity 3. Once again, say a long sound. This time, put your fingers in your ears, and as a result, you'll be able to hear a buzz sound inside your head. This effect is called voice. Try alternating with silence. Note how the voice or sound is switched on and off. As a result of this, we know that is a sound which is made with the lips, bilabial, is said with the air escaping from the nose, nasal, and is said with voice, voiced. Now let's produce a different sound. As in Thai, You can feel that the tip of the tongue is held against the hard area behind the top front teeth, which is called the alveolar ridge. T is a sound which is made with the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge. Alveolar has air escaping not from the nose but from the mouth. Oral is said without voice, voiceless. Activity 4. Say t and use your mobile camera to see your mouth as well. Can you prolong the sound? If you put your fingers in your ears, is there any vowel sound? If you pinch your nostril, does this have an effect on the sound? The answer in all cases is no. The symbols in between brackets in the previous activities represented a sound, and those are called phonemic symbols. The letters of ordinary spelling are called orthographic symbols, and in most dictionaries, phonemic symbols are found in the following symbols. Phoneme. What on earth is a phoneme? Speech is a continuous flow of sounds, with interruptions only when necessary to take in air, to breathe, or to organize our thoughts. We call this process, the interruptions, segmentation, and the results are smaller sound units, which are called segments. These correspond very roughly to what we know as vowels and consonants. There is a good degree of agreement among native speakers on what constitutes a speech segment. If English speakers are asked how many speech sounds there are in man, they will almost certainly say 3, and will state them to be and n. Phonemes. A phoneme is an individual speech sound. There are 44 phonemes in the English language, which combine together to make words. Phonemes are the smallest unit of speech. Segments do not operate in isolation, but together with others to form words. In man, the segments and n have no meaning on their own and only become meaningful if they form part of a word. In all languages, there are certain variations in sound, which are extremely important as they can change the meaning of words. For example, if we take the word man and replace the first sound by p, we get a new word, pan. Two words of this kind distinguished by a single sound are called minimal pairs. Activity 5. Make minimal pairs in English by changing the initial consonant in the following words: hate, pen, kick, see, down, lane, feed. Let's take this process a bit further. In addition to pan, we could produce, for example, ban, tan, run, etc. A set of words distinguished in this way is known as minimal set. Continue adding words to create more minimal sets. Instead of changing the initial consonant, we can change the vowel. For instance, mean, moan, men, moon, which provide us with another minimal set. We can also change the final consonant, giving yet another minimal set. Man, map, mat, mad. Through such process, we can eventually determine those speech sounds which are phonologically significant in a given language. The contrastive units of sound which can be used to change the meaning are termed phonemes. Therefore, we can say that there is a phonemic inventory. A phonemic inventory. This class was based on the great book Practical English Phonetics and Phonology by Collins B., Messai, and Carly P.